I'm all in for commenting.
Nice.
Sweet.
Setting up.
So, sorry for the long delay. Surprisingly, people are kind of drunk and just drifting around aimlessly. But now we have the championships between Martin Berlin, who beat Gordon Anderson as expected, as always, in his quarterfinals. And we also have, is it Fasha, actually?
Should be here, right? So the winner between Seb and Fluffy?
It actually is not. I think they're. He's facing Fashan right now.
Okay.
Yep. Which seems completely reasonable. These are actually in the wrong order.
True.
So Fashan real old school crew. He's going with the sorry. It's Berlin with the Playmat.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's I think it's a 2008 reconstruction of the original Calcibrain single-player Spellground Elite playmat.
Nice.
We can talk about that a little bit more during the sideboarding. But for now we know that Farson is on Sue. I think that's 3 Sue. He
Nice.
works with his card apes. And Berlin is always trying to find like a new way to improve the deck.
Okay.
Going to take up this
Yes,
as
absolutely.
well.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's just fix it.
Yeah, so we lost about half of the people watching, which is completely understandable. Let's see, the right one is Berlin, yeah. And also boobies. And there will probably be the deck mirrors. Oh my god, this is just a horrible start. Yeah.
Wow.
So actually, it's kind of fair that when you start with library, the other guys also start with library. But Berlin here, he's on the deck, so he will take more advantage of it.
Absolutely.
And he's also on the draw, so he can activate the library at the first moment. So now I think we'll also see like how abusive Mishra's factory can be. Because in this match, if Berlin just plays a land, that closes out all of Fashan's card dates and everything. Yeah.
I think Fashion is running the Argotian Pixies.
Yeah, I think that would be a good play.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but yeah.
I think they're great in the format.
Yeah. They bypass Mishras and they...
And Sushi's all the Triskelions and everything like that.
And it'll block the Juggernauts all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're playing a creature-based Sue deck, I think
you
would include the Argotian Pixies.
At the very least in the sideboard, and in this meta, I think that main deck could be good. Because the cards we've seen today that have shown the most prominence is Game Day Tomb and Mishra's Factory.
Yeah.
These are the main cards that has been all over. And also the library, of course. And players are arguing for banning the library, perhaps.
Okay.
But at the same time, they don't want any cards to be banned in the format. So I think we just have to live with the fact that it's a library.
Well, the only cards that are banned in the format are the anti-cards, right?
Yeah, and they're banned in tournaments that doesn't play for anti. So if you want to play for anti, sure, play with them. But as they remove them from your deck, unless you're playing for anti, it could technically mean that you could play like 4 Dark Pacts and 4 Guild Bird or something, and then remove them from the deck and have a 52 card deck.
Yep.
And that would make, so you could register a 60 card deck and actually only play 52 of them, which would break them.
Yep.
So if the tournament doesn't play for anti, you're not allowed to register anti cards.
Seems like a fully reasonable.
Yeah.
And Berlin actually takes damage now here from that.
Yeah. Library is super restricted. Yeah, someone else on the stream.
Yeah.
It was not restricted in early '94 in the first sets. So when Brian Weissman came up with the deck first, he and a friend of him sat down in an apartment and discussed it. Okay, so what are the best unrestricted cards? And they came to Library House and Mind Twist. So they first made a deck that was called like the Mind Twist deck, and then they just shortened it to the deck.
Yep.
But the first type of the deck played 4 packages of 4 libraries, and it was just crazy.
And here we see a nice card in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, so now we'll see how his skills with this. I think he played them even back when. So. Oh, now that's a rough miss.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna cost him the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you want to join, fellas? Oh, okay. So that's a complete no for Forsson. He could have made otherwise, I think, because Berlin could have searched stripped mine here or something. I'm not sure, but you know that. Yeah, he did. Yes, no.
So how many answers does Farsan still have to the Library of Alexandria? He
I
has
don't know
a
if you
strip
pl-
mine
I don't know
if
if
he
you
plays
plays
it.
main deck ice storms.
Yeah.
Manuscript zoos do, but the last one, which won the Arvik tournament a month ago, it did not play the ice
main
storm.
deck.
No, so maybe
Did you have it in
influence-
75 or not?
Yeah, I think he had 3 in the sideboard. Yeah.
Fully reasonable.
It's-
Land destruction can be very, very powerful in this.
yeah. Like
It handles the mistress as well.
yeah, a guy called Munchausen played Illustrated Zodic's 7-0 record at the Christmas tournament a little over a year ago. And he played like 4 ice storms and it completely won him every game. So it's very solid. I think that we need to see more land destruction at this point. Like the factory.
So fittingly that we had an Easter egg given.
Yeah. So hopefully we get to play those cards.
Yep.
So what's coming here is the Sir Angel. Is it coming for it? No.
Mind twist on 4.
Yeah. So actually, so library and mind twist were restricted pretty soon after Weissman created his deck, and then mind twist got banned.
Yeah.
So it's actually banned in vintage for a while. The library didn't get the access the same way. Yeah. So he does play the Pixies. That's a good card.
Yep. And then 3, so 15.
He's got 15. Yeah. So what's Berlin gonna do here? He's drawn so many cards, so many alternatives right now.
Farsan has a lot of pressure though.
Yeah.
Pixies, he has the
He
Surrender
attacked for
Garden
7.
Mishra. Yeah.
And Berlin doesn't have Mishra. It works.
Does anyone run Bloodlust in this format?
I haven't seen it, but it could be a good.
I mean, at this?
Yeah, I actually saw. I heard about a guy in Germans talking about that when they played this, or it was a tournament. One guy goes like Latin Mox go, and the other guy does something, but doesn't keep up counter mana, which I had. And then in the next turn, the guy goes land Black Lotus, Ball Lightning, Bloodlust, Berserk. Attack for 20 on turn 2.
Wow.
It's like, yeah.
Wow. That's the kind of magic I
want.
Wow.
It's just insane. Yes, the first one took one damage there. From what? You take damage from the...
Surrender.
Yeah, of course.
And then we have a disenchant and a Mishra, so Berlin will be taking 5. Going down to 10. And he has tapped his hidden Brasters with 9.
He's goes for Lightning Ball. And do you think Fresh can actually win this? Even though it seems like Berlin's in such control here.
I mean, Berlin needs like a Wrath of God?
Yeah, I don't think he plays that. He could have a moat, or he could have like a Mirror Universe. Mirror Universe would be awesome. But I think Berlin's up to his deck for
other matchups.
Meta, like for the deck. I'm not expected to sue that much.
I mean, obviously Berlin has access to cards as Swords of Plowshares, Lightning Bolts, as well himself.
Yeah, or
Lightning
even
bolts can predict
fireball.
the pixies.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's gonna read the pixies.
Yeah.
Does it have protection? No, it does not have protection. So one weird play would be something like he reads his book. An interesting player.
So we'll see what he deploys here. It seems as if he plays another land, and that's 5 mana. Is it the Serra Angel coming now? No, it's Soul Ring.
Soul Ring, yeah. It's a very glary Soul Ring.
Yeah.
So what's he waiting for? Nice around. He can't play that many. Yeah, he
I mean,
has.
I think he has Brain Gazer in hand, but is now the time? I mean, do you expect Fashion not to have any one damage?
He has 2 mana up, so he wants to play around the lightning bolt here. I think so. I think we'll just stay with the mana here.
You think Berlin has main deck red elemental blast? No.
I don't think so. I actually hope Fashion wins her.
Yeah.
As a
Yeah, I love this kinds of deck. I mean, we've been trying all day to avoid the deck on stream. Now, because we were expecting to get the deck in the debate anyway. So, so we've been watching a lot of nice strategies that are not the deck today. To see that this is a really diverse format.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
And so many people are here with their pet decks and like just. Yeah.
And they play all the rounds.
Yeah.
And they don't like drop at 05. So people really play because they want to play the game, and you win a goddamn giant shark.
Yeah.
So let's see now. Does he have anything? No. He actually takes 5. He goes to 1.
So that turns off the City of Brass.
Yeah,
and another Pixies.
So Fireball here would 3 for 1, but he would still like to get 3. So he needs to have something like Fireball and Source Plowshares. And the Tangles is gone. You know, like if he has a Recall, that would be a blowout, because then he can get Time Walk, Demonic Tutor, and
Strip Mine for protection.
Oh no, he looks in his graveyard.
Yep.
Does he have the Recall?
Do you remember what the top card is? It is Tome. Looks like a Glare Tome, right?
Yeah.
That's another card that I heard a lot of people speaking about today.
Yeah, the Tome. Yeah.
Yep.
It's just such a blowout. You know, I played against it in 5 rounds or so. You know, just game day tune decks, because what the deck does, because basically in this format you need to have the threats. So you need to play cards like most of the creatures in this format would be unplayable in modern Magic, but Serene is such a beating, and you play cards like Senior Vampire or Black Knights. I face Ironclaw Orchestra, and you know, stuff like that, because you need to win some way. But still, the answers are so effective, and what the deck does is trades 1 for 1. But then, if they can trade 1 for 1, that's okay, because like usually threats are better than answers, you know, because then you can act proactively. But what the book does is that you get twice or 3 times as many cards as your opponent, and then, you know, it just gets so consistent. So there have been a lot of talk about restricting the game day tune, and we'll see what happens. And we're just looking for more info from the community, if they think, you know, the meta is good enough, if it's diverse enough, and if they like it. Or obviously we can always try to restrict and see what happens in a year. And if people want it back, you know, we can always take it back. But, so
So let's see if Fashion can find a lightning bolt off this time
and
twister.
find a lightning bolt, and
At
he
least
doesn't find a
Berlin
counter
had a
spell.
counter spell
Ah, okay.
from the cards that he drew. But again, the
You could
City
have
of
two
Brass
lightning-
is turned off.
Yeah, it's turned off, and he has the Birds of Paradise as well.
That Follow Stone is surely useful right now, though.
Yeah.
We had a game earlier on stream where there was a Blood Moon in play, and
Yeah.
the Follower Stone was able to tap for red or white mana.
Oh,
So the same
yeah.
for the.
That's very, very good.
Berlin wants to draw a card. It seems Fashion might have a response to that. Nope. Berlin resolves the Library of Alexandria. Not yet. And Berlin scoops it up.
Oh, that's really impressive.
Fashion
Yeah.
takes game
He
one.
takes game one. I did not expect that, especially as he missed the Chaos Orb. I thought, that would have been the game.
Yeah.
And that must have been so bad for Fashion. And then, the just the Ergotian Pixels, they go so far in this matchup. And I don't know even if Berlin actually has the factories, because it would have, had he deployed like a single factory, that would. No, actually, they don't work against the Pixels anyway. No. This could be it. No, it's actually today. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's live.
Yeah, it's live. Yeah, so no, it's not taped from 2 years ago. It's taped right now. Someone else on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. So I'm gonna go away and take a picture of deck soon, but I just want to mention the Spellground mat again. It's there's two guys, Yappy Kelson and Jeff Brain, who started the whole Playmat thing. They were Yappy got his first starter pack of Alpha, the Magic Bus Tour before release. I mean, he had a game master and stuff like that. And they I think that there's so many stories around that. I could go on for days, but anyways, they were the first guys who made playmats. So, when they first released them, they just sold them for $10. Packed them in with a pack of Arabian Nights just to try to promote you can use Magic cards with this, and you get a free pack of Magic cards.
Wow.
So again, like a early '94 square Calza Brain mat with an Arabian Nights pack would be a bargain for $10 today. And this is one of the reprints, I think, from 2008 or 2012. Still surprisingly rare and surprisingly expensive for being a playmat. They've started doing it more again these days, so you can usually get them right now at their website. They still make all of them by hand, and pretty cool. But the coolest one are the oldest, because before they removed the dash between Calza and Brain, because he quit the company in '95 or '96, and then they just removed the dash. And those are pretty cool. The first, before anyone had sleeves or anything.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of beautiful cards here today.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. It's impressive things.
People are sleeving up their beautiful alpha cards.
Yeah, I know. I think there were I don't know how many alpha looks I've seen today, but there's quite a few. It's 76 players from all over the world. We're at maximum capacity of what the pub can hold. So it's actually it's been pretty big, and it would have been more if we had more seats. But I think there had never been a higher concentration of Chaos Orbs in one room since they left the printing press. Because like, okay, fair enough, they could have been like more loads. Nobody played Chaos Orbs.
So you've been at this pub for all the 8 years? Or?
Yeah, the first tournament we had in the form was back in 2007 at GothCon, the main Gothenburg convention. No, 2008, and then we're 4 players.
Yep.
And then the next year we figured out, okay, so it's nice to drink beer, so we had the first idea for a n00bcon, as called. And I worked in this pub, and I was responsible for economics and bookkeeping in the pub. And we didn't plan that well, so it didn't work that well with the old school tournament, but the year after that, n00bcon 2 in 2010, it actually started to hit off, and we were 9 players. And then, you know, we increased about 50% every year, so next year it's 16, and then 25, and then 34, and last year we're up to 57, I think, and at this point, you know, we were fully booked at capacity in December.
Yeah.
So nice. we didn't write anything about it on Facebook or even like promoting it on the blog, because I felt like this is gonna fill up anyway. And
it definitely did.
Yeah. So it's
been
real
so nice to be here today.
Yes,
the mood, the setting. Yeah. I mean, it's such an experience to be here.
And everyone is
I hope
so
we
goddamn friendly.
Project this feeling, this experience onto the viewers at home, because it's really something.
I know it's just good people from all over the world, like playing for Giant Shark.
Yeah.
And I was like, you get take-backs. Like, yeah, so asking what happened to your outfit, Jesper.
Yeah, so the shirt was a bit tight, and I felt like going into a bit more comfortable clothes. My hair was starting to get messy as well. I've been here for a couple of hours, so I think I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Yeah. Oh, well, we'll see what happens now. Have they started yet?
Oh. I thought I had the TV, but I didn't. No, they're still shuffling.
Yeah, okay.
So Magnus is running away and taking a picture of the decks, taking a picture of all the decks from the top 8. Not sure if he's handing out some prizes yet. Don't think he has. I think they'll all be handed out here on the stream together with Magnus at a later stage.
I get 2 and I lose 2.
Oh, and the game started. So we should update the live totals. And that Mishra attack, right? Or was that caster regrowth? Yeah, regrowth. Berlin goes down to 19. Stone Rain in the tropical island. Hoping to cut Fashan off the colored mana here to deny him of his spells. And it looks like it might have worked. Fashan attacking for 2 though, and hitting Berlin down to 17 life. Six, 17. Berlin choosing what to play.
Start?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's the 3rd round here for Berlin.
Okay. Nice. We actually had some extra prizes for the
nice.
for 12 last players in the standings. I think most of them have left now.
Left the building. Yeah.
We can check them out between streams.
Yep.
Ja. Ja, vill du skicka?
Berlin deploying the tome. Fashan shatter, but he has the blue elemental blast to protect his book there.
So you start with a moat and a
moat,
book.
yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that's very.
Fashan at least got one hit with the Mishra's Factory.
Yeah.
What also happened was Berlin has stone rained his colored mana source.
Oh.
So the Tropical Island has been denied. I missed what Fashan played and regrowthed, but from a blue mana or a green mana, I'm guessing it might have been an Ancestral.
He's crashing himself there. He's down to 16.
Yep.
Yeah, but this is a very Stoner is a very underplayed card, I think.
I think it suits the deck perfectly.
Yeah, I agree. And the motor is going to be really hard for
Fashion to play around.
Yeah,
I'm not sure does Fashion play like Scribrangers or yeah, he plays the Surrender with Freet obviously.
Yeah,
so that can fly over the modes.
But like, does he?
Berlin should have Source to Plowshares for those, right?
Yeah.
Or Blasts.
And does he even have like Tranquility or something? It could be close to game there. That mode's kind of cool. He just discarded Urnham.
Yeah. We need to keep that around.
No.
And again, you see Berlin taking more damage off that City of Brass there. Drawing cards with a toe. Book.
So yeah, there's a card better than discarding it. Berlin says yeah, go ahead. The Moat is a really, really powerful card. Yeah, there's Ancestral. Just adding on, like adding insult to injury. Still, you know, as long as the Moat is in play, you know, Berlin's factories won't do anything either. So he has to go for either the Fireball win, I think, or the Brain Gazer win. So this could take a while. Now he's good for that. Yeah, it seems fair. Because that could have been like, I don't even know if he plays Fireballs. That could possibly have been like the longest game in the history of Magic otherwise. Because it has to be like a critical place where he can resolve Brain Gazer for at least close to little and playing around a bunch of blasts. And that's a future scenario. So
and you'll get there with the book. You'll get there with the library as well.
Yeah, probably get there. But you can't just like play a Brain Gazer for 6 and hope it goes away because you're gonna draw so many extra cards yourself.
I actually played 93-94 Rotisserie draft.
Oh, yeah, that's
it was really, really nice. And the one card I felt afterwards that, oh, why did I not pick this card? It was Island Sanctuary.
Yeah, that's really strong in old school draft. And also, you know, it makes like they can't win with Millstone strategies either.
No. And I was like, I went 09 in that draft. Not sure how much, but I think 6 of the games I lost due to decking.
Yeah.
And we were sitting there. We had this guy who played Stasis, and Yuki drafted the like storm deck. Totally obnoxious. But at least 6 of my games I lost due to decking. If I would have had Island Sanctuary to hide behind, wow.
Yeah, they can't kill you with damage, they can't kill you with decking.
I had the disenchant as well.
Yeah.
So it was like,
oh my god. Because then they can't win with creatures or decking pretty much. Yeah. No, but last time I played a old school draft in this Christmas, and I actually got to win a game by playing. I think I played like turn one Blue Mox Island, and then I got to play counter spell on my opponent's first turn Mox, and then turn two Particle Sorcerer, and that one dealt 20 damage, and that was the only damage dealt in the entire game from turn one.
Yeah.
So it's like.
So the semifinals still best of 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the finals will be best of 3 or best of 5?
Best of 5.
Best of 5, yeah.
So, I wonder how many modes Berlin has and what Fashion will do against them. Like, what does he hope for here? Maybe, like, apart from, like, Lotus, Surrender Free to start, I assume, but it's, or just, a bunch of Mox and then Tank Booster. So this was a good play. So
Berlin doesn't seem to like what he saw there.
No.
Well, give him his life total back to 20.
And that, well, he is on the draw now. So a mediocre 6-card hand with low is still a good hand because he's on the draw. Would it be on the play that you probably couldn't keep it? Because you don't know if Fashion has ice storms also.
Nope.
You mean? Oh. Yeah, so this is weird in the stream. There's a guy claiming that it's still his beer. I think it's mine.
Yeah, I think so too. I've seen it a lot of times. I don't see another bottle like that on the table.
Let's agree to disagree. I'm gonna see if I find another beer. Oh! No. Den dyraste jag har köpt.
Alltså?
2,5.
Oj, helvete.
25% till.
Det är inte dåligt.
Hade den, alltså har den här, den bara väg.
Det är 89. Okej.
En Nine Earth. Med, som inte är gjort på vanlig gäst utan på sackgäst.
Okej. Och vad är sackgäst för något?
Alltså japanskt.
Ja, okej.
Gäst.
Ja, sackgäst. Okej.
Den är så bra. Den är så bra.
Är det värt 250 spänn? Det gör det.
Ta en liten. Runtheten och allting.
Ja, riktigt fint. Riktigt fint. Det smakar ju ändå sprit liksom. Jag skulle nog säga i alla fall 7,5-10 kanske. 7,5-8.
13,5.
Nej, verkligen inte. Verkligen inte. Långt ifrån. Ja, den är jättefin i smaken verkligen. Wow! And we see Fashan here deploying a time walk on the first turn, right? And following up with Serenity Befreet. That's a really aggressive start here from Fashan. Sorry, we were discussing beer in Swedish.
Okay, so
welcome back. So
the guy misplaced his beer next to his table and thought that it was my beer. I found his beer, and then he played with greasy goddamn fingers. Oh, so what happened here?
Fashan, starting on the play, played a turn 1 time walk.
Yeah.
Untaps, plays a land, and deploys to Surrender Befreet.
That's pretty good, yeah.
That's the turn 1. Berlin deploys land Mox, passes a turn.
Okay.
So Fashan has just hit for.
You pay through growth for
on the time walk, yeah.
Yeah, that's very good. That's a good time walk.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's.
And then now, unfortunately, he has
a
the.
little worse.
Any reason to get anyway? I just like I can play with it. Scout of arms
if they're...
My opponent was 7 on the first turn, and I lost the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe. I think you will save the punk when you have a counter face.
Yeah. And Berlin should be at 17. He took 1 hit from the surrender before he got to float away.
If you activate Bazaar, you're always happy to throw away cards. You feel hit so hard. So which ones do I put away? They're also good, but with the small one
And counter spell on that silver library get blasted. Great.
Fashion doesn't really have to carry. Yeah, he doesn't really have to carry what's life total there. He can lose like 8 or 12 life.
He has a factory in play, but I mean, Fashion will start deploying creatures now when he gets the card selection from Silver Library.
Yeah, this is very much about card advantage at this point, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Berlin doesn't have his parts. He doesn't have a book in play, he doesn't have the Silver Library, he was in a mulligan.
Yeah.
Resolving that Silver Library is...
Yeah, because now he forces Berlin to get into the beatdown role. Wouldn't it be awesome if you just cast like a surrender Jizzing card? Just went for it. Yeah, oh, yeah, that's a good play. He's singling 2 blue mana, does he have it?
And does Fashion have the blast?
Yes, the mono ring, yeah.
Oh. Does Fashion have the blast?
No, it doesn't. Or maybe it just doesn't care.
Okay, so Berlin will be getting 3 mana here in his first main phase. Berlin deploying land. Okay, uses the mana to attack with Vicious Factory. Trying to...
And
and it resolves.
So now I can probably...
I mean, Fashion still has the Sylvan Library.
Yeah. Because now it doesn't even have a clock. Yeah, and he does that. I think it's
absolutely.
Right. I think it's kind of... No. He's fairly controlling at this point because he draw extra cards, but still doesn't deploy any threats.
Maybe he's just filtering out lands because he hasn't missed a single land drop.
Would you take 4 more if you don't have anything you really want?
I mean, we haven't seen lightning bolts from Berlin. He might not be playing them. I think he's probably playing at least 2.
Yeah.
Likely more, but we've seen cards like Stone Ring in the first games. It might have been bolts that has been cut.
He goes down to 8. Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, because also he don't want to take too much damage because he wants to win with trying to be free.
Absolutely.
I now cannot play 1 cost 1 spell.
That's still a scary one for Berliner.
It is indeed.
It's gonna completely wreck his books.
So many,
yeah, like all his card advantage will be null and void. Yeah.
He has to counter it.
And I think I would counter back here. Because because it shuts down the books. No, here it does that. He cuts the blue.
The black.
No, the black, yeah.
Yeah, shutting up the mono.
Yeah. The mono from Mind Twist.
Yep.
Because then he can't deploy the book.
Nope. See. I have a hard time seeing Fashan drawing any more cards with the Sylvan Library though, but he's gotten in so many cards. He's gotten in 3 cards.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't draw anymore now, I think, because he will just die to
his own surrender be freed. So
or just like
Mishra's factory that he
factory will destroy him. So this is he goes into attack and he keeps 1 card and just passes around.
Still no creatures to deploy for Fashion.
No. 3 cards in hand. Let's see. Does it find anything now?
Still passes
Yeah,
the
yeah.
turn.
So still
And still, Berlin keeps missing his land rocks as well.
Yeah. I think he's got to play at least 30 mana sources in this deck. 29. Yeah, and there's
Finally
a
a
factory.
factory.
Yeah. It dies to everything though.
Yep.
It dies to sort of plowshares or disenchants.
At least it can't be blasted.
No, it can't be blasted. Because it was assumed at this point, that's a good draw from Berlin.
Indeed. But at least Fashion can hold it back now.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have another shatter. I mean, he played that shatter probably pretty aggressively.
Yeah.
Onto that Nox Jet.
Yeah.
Oh, now Berlin has the Stone Rain for the factory. I would assume Fashan too, from all the cards he has seen and all the cards he has in hand, to have another shatter.
Yeah. Yeah, so Marvel gets a little harder when you can't have any shuffle effects like Blind Tax or Winds of Change, maybe even cards like Natural Selection.
Yeah.
From that, because now
that card has a great art as well.
Yeah, so if Berlin here draws a Disenchant,
yeah,
that's a double time for him, because
Indeed.
he knows that he will be drawing dead for 2 turns. There's the ball.
Yep. And there's the blast. So does Fashion have anything else? Yeah. Fashion has a shatter. Is it a counter spell in Berlin's hand?
That's gonna have blue blast.
Okay.
Oh.
Sarah Angel
Yeah,
in there as
Sarah
well.
Angel.
Yeah. Red Blast, Sarah Angel, and is it a blue blast or a counter spell? I didn't see.
That is actually a hard choice for Berlin, I think, because he has the Sarah, and
yeah, I mean, you can tap out for Sarah next turn.
yeah. And then you know the turn after that he will attack for legal.
Yeah, it was a counter spell. So does Fashion have anything else? No. Fashion drops down to 6 life.
Yeah.
So deploying the Angel and making the game 1 turn quicker, is it worth it playing the deck here in this matchup?
Yeah, I think you will deploy the Angel because then you also have outs for pretty much everything.
Yep.
Yeah, there might be a Sonic Blasting Fashion deck that would kill the Angel, but that would still, increase the
And
clock.
with Fashion at 6 life.
Yeah. So at this point, he will. Yeah. His next combat step will be his last one if he has something good now.
You see cards like Surrender Retreat.
No. And that's it.
And that's the game. Berlin takes down Fashion with 2-1.
Yeah. Should we bring in Fashion here?
Yeah, I definitely think you should have a talk to him.
For some commentary. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.